The kicker, Will Reichard, has the ball on the tee. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. They juked him. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Now a play fake here on first down. And this intercepted on the first play of the game. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal of how this defense wants to. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Ball on the 30 now. Here's a 2nd down and 6.
Let's go now.
Duggan will look to throw this. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
They'll try and throw for it here. That's completed right side to Palmer. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And that will force a turnover on downs. They'll go play action here with Penix. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown. A great play there. 31 yards. As his guys are able to extend their lead. Well, it's only week 1, CD, but right now this offense, they look in mid-season form.
And what we're seeing is the benefits of all their dedication in the offseason. OTAs, mini camps, preseason, you name it, they did it. All that work in preparation, we're seeing them play really well right now. They're making it all pay off.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Here's Duggan to throw. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Now they'll audible to something else. Duggan now to throw. Quick throw there is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. That'll bring up second down. Throwing, Duggan. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
To throw is Duggan. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Here we go.
Straight ahead, it's Irving. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Well, we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Duggan. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one. They'll try and run here with Irving.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
Let's go now.
On 1st and 10, here's Irving. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Oh, poor throw there, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Will Johnson. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. First carry here for Ken Walker. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So the pitch and catch good for 11. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Here's Penix. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gain of 13 and also a first down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's our home team with possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now Penix. And it's caught. Touchdown. Rome Odunze. A 15-yard touchdown grab. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. A dangerous return man showing it here. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be.
And only cooked up. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. Duggan looking to throw.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Throw out wide to Walker. And he will take it in for the touchdown. Ken Walker with career touchdown number 60. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Now for the point after. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Able to survive.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. The offense on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Dugan.
He'll try and do this himself.
And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a first.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
Now the former Syracuse man, LaQuint Allen.
And he'll get this up past the 45. To the 47. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That one complete to Hill. Pulling a gain of 3 on the play. And it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 14 yards through the air. Caught the D off guard on 3rd and 1. A run up the middle with Irving. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
2nd and 11.
Go! Hey, Brady, check, check, check. Bravo 80, scoop.
Looking to throw. Dugan. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
And complete to Zach Ertz. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
60 Eagles.
On 4th down, Dugan. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing.
This one goes underneath to Walker.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Ready? 19 Lions. Ready? Tracking 60, 18, 60 Bison, 60. Hup.
And looking to throw, Penix. That's taken in by Kraft.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
Set.
A play fake. Now Penix.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And touchdown. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as his guys continue to pour it on.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Extra point up and through. And a rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go now. Go.
Back to throw. Dugan. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30.
And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30.
A big play there just before halftime. 45 yards. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
Good call there on 1st down. And, Brandon, I'm getting better over the years and not screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown.
Bucky Irving.
A 22-yard scamper. And his guys are able to at least knock this deficit down a bit. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Running room at the 50. Look out. He might score. He will score. Touchdown. Well, they're just having fun. I mean, they are clicking on every single cylinder, offense, defense, and here, special teams.
And how about the extension of the lead? This one felt a lot like, remember Seattle-Denver Super Bowl 48? Percy Harvin to start the second half. Seattle was already firmly in control. Now they feel like they can't be caught.
Yeah, they are firmly in control right now. Extra point right down the middle. And the rout is on here in this first half.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Throwing to start the drive. Dugan. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Throwing again on second down.
Duggan. A short one there taken in by Ferguson.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. A final shot before break. Dugan. And going deep for Hill. And this is caught inside the 5. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Well, certainly they haven't had the ideal first half, but there's something, some momentum for them to take into halftime.
Yeah, and it might not be that wild momentum, you know, that you see sometimes where they score late and teams go sprinting off and the whole deal. No, it might not be that, but it does give them a better feeling about themselves and what they can accomplish in the second half.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
And the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
And going right back to Walker. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
From the shotgun, it's Penix. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Jerome Baker. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Let's go. Ready, ready.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground.
Well, it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And they had just picked it off to get the football. They fumble it right back. I looked over to both sidelines. A lot of scrambling to find the helmets.
Yeah, you can almost, I mean, you know both sides are screaming sudden change. Because when sudden change happens, that's a defensive call to get back out on the field. There's been a fumble, so an interception, sometimes with a turnover. You've got to get back out there and play. These guys just want to get to the bench and gather themselves and regroup a little bit. Let's see if these offenses can settle in and start taking care of the ball a little bit better.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Set. 70 Lions. Check go.
Looking to throw Penix. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And it'll be 4th down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well, because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield to gain any yardage.
And he's taken down inside the 30. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30. They'll throw with Penix. Now he'll tuck this and run. Repeat of the last play, finding Walker. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
To the air, Penix. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Here we go. Hip Dragon 60. Go.
Penix working out of the gun here. Oh, it's complete. A diving grab there by Brown. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. To throw again is Penix. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
They'll look to throw again. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. A great play there, with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And this offense is running away with this one. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. And this is going to be caught. We're not sure about the need to go for 2, but they get it and extend this lead out even further. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And great field position coming up as he gets this just shy of the 45, out of bounds at the 44.
We all know the teams never want to use the word panic, but if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Duggan will look to throw this. That's taken in by Palmer. Sheds him off at the 45. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
Now he's going to step up and run.
A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Hold it ready. Set up.
Duggan now to throw. That is incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Here we go. Go.
A shotgun handoff here to Irving.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This offense so far on third down, they've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
They run out of the gun with Irvin.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Looks like they'll move things around here.
They'll swing this complete out to Hill. That'll bring out 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
Irving. Touchdown. This opening game has certainly not gone their way to this point, but yeah, that touchdown, maybe a glimmer of hope for the long season ahead.
And no one in this league likes to talk about moral victories. No one likes to really just say, okay, well, maybe something went right. But you're exactly right about that. A little glimmer there, maybe they can carry it over moving forward.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Up to midfield.
And finally stopped, but what a return all the way down to the 40.
For a quick second there, I thought we were about to have a repeat performance of a kickoff return for a touchdown. This guy's on fire today.
Let's go.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. 40 yards. And this offense continues to pour it on.
Well, CD, I mean, simply put, if anyone around the league wasn't paying attention to them to start the season, they will be heading into week 2. This has been an impressive week 1 performance.
They've certainly announced that they are ready to go, haven't they? They wanted to send a message out to the rest of the league. You better put your eyes on us. We may be someone you have to reckon with.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Duggan And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter. Now a 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Ready.
On the handoff, this is Irvin.
And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
Here's 3rd and 10.
Ready. Go.
Throwing, Duggan.
Slings this deep from McLaurin. And got his man complete. And all the way in for the touchdown. Terry McLaurin halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And his guys are able to get a score back. Point after, right down the middle. As they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And this is really the start to the season that you're hoping for if you're a coach or a player. They've got the big lead here in the fourth quarter, and now can really take some time off the clock. Bobby Okereke making that tackle.
Let's go now. Ready.
Off play action, here's Penix. Now a run here off the RPO, he'll keep it. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Now Penix going to hold on to it.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Play fake, and they'll throw with Penix.
Can't get away, and he's taken down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Now Penix. Throw out wide to Walker.
And he needed to get to the midfield stripe, but he can't do it. He's about a yard short. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
70 Lion. 60 Bison.
On the bootleg, it's Penix. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the 1st down conversion. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here's Penix. Oh, Deuce wide open. It's complete.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A really nice gain of 25 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Now Penix going to hold on to it.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
That's a really good decision right there outside of the pocket. You've got to know the right time to shift from passer to runner. He was looking and looking. Nothing there. You can almost feel the brainwaves firing as he calculates. I think I can win a race to the pylon. And he turns out to be right. Touchdown.
Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
He'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good wrecking. Pressure comes, and down he goes. Shamar Turner drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down. Try it here. He's back to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field.
60 Eagle, 60 Eagle.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 23 yards on the play. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time. Looking at week 1, oh good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, two sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now a hit and a loose football. Pass midfield. Still going. One man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown. So problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going that fast, bodies all over the place. You're just trying to find the right guy to align yourself with. On that play, wow.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. Now he'll tuck this and run. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And this one won't bounce their way. It's covered up by the hands team. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep. Those types of things, now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record, but everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for the home team here, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for our visitors, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next.